Jimmy ran home in the pouring rain. The forecast hadn't called for rain tonight, so he wasn't prepared. He had no umbrella or raincoat to protect him, so he shielded himself with his bare hands. His mind raced with thoughts. I might catch a cold because of the rain, but it'll all be worth it once I finally achieve my dream. I'll finally be able to take care of my mom, and I'll prove myself to all who have wronged me. I'll have the last laugh. Jimmy smiled and tightened his grip on the bag in his hand. The bag contained the key to his dreams, a fully immersive virtual reality game called The Realm of Myths and Legends. A motorcycle shot past Jimmy, almost crashing into him. Jimmy jumped back, startled. His heart raced, so he shook his head a few times, trying to shake off the shock. I have to calm down and pay more attention to my surroundings. Jimmy stopped at the crosswalk, now alert and focused. He waited patiently for the signal to turn green. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. Wendell glanced over at his girlfriend in the passenger seat of his car. You like my new ride, babe? My dad bought it for me. It's imported, all the way from Italy. Genevieve giggled and snuggled up to Wendell's arm. Your dad sure loves to spoil you. She pushed herself closer to him and tightened her grip around his arm. Speaking of being spoiled, Wenny, I saw this really cute purse at the mall yesterday, and I just have to have it. She batted her eyelashes, and Wendell grinned. You got it, babe. You're my girl, and I take care of my girl. Besides, you know I can't resist when you smile at me like that. Wendell turned his head to the side for a kiss. But as Genevieve leaned forward to return the kiss, she caught sight of a silhouette in the middle of the road. Her eyes widened. Wendell, look out! Wendell jammed the brake in a panic, sending the car sliding and swerving on the slippery road. Jimmy stirred on the cold, hard sidewalk. What's going on? Why can't I move? People hovered over him, and he heard their muffled voices. The people stood over him for a bit, murmuring words Jimmy couldn't hear. But before he could make out what they were saying, they rushed back to their car and drove off. Jimmy murmured sleepily, Wait, don't leave me, please. I feel cold. In the cold night, Jimmy felt something warm. Blood gushed in a steady stream from a wound on his head. Jimmy's vision blurred, and his consciousness started fading. His eyes fluttered open and closed as he fought to stay awake. His mind raced with thoughts. I'm alive, but they still left me. I even waited for the crosswalk signal. Am I going to die here? Jimmy wanted to get up, but his body wouldn't move. The downpour seemed to intensify, and everything turned quiet. And then he closed his eyes and died. Just as Jimmy died, a bolt of lightning struck out from the sky and hit his body. A strange light hovered around his body for a moment, and then it was dark again. In another world far away from Earth, Logan, a legendary hero with superpowers, suddenly felt a great surge of pain. Yes, I've succeeded! The heavenly immortal print technique I created has reincarnated me into another body. New memories flowed into Logan's mind. These memories didn't belong to him, he realized. They belonged to someone named Jimmy. Logan frowned. It seems as though my technique was only partly successful. Technically, I should have reincarnated into a brand new life, but this body has already been alive for over 2 decades. Logan winced as more memories flowed into his mind. The pain stung, but it was manageable for him. He had lived for thousands of years already, so a couple of decades worth of memories felt like a drop in the ocean to him. But there was something interesting about these memories. They didn't seem to belong in any of the 7 realms. Logan racked his brain. What are all these strange memories flowing into my mind? I've been to all 7 realms, and I've never seen one like this. Earth, is it? Never heard of it before. Logan absorbed Jimmy's fragmented memories and began to organize them. After a while, he could remember all of the things Jimmy had seen and done, even things Jimmy couldn't recall himself, like the day of his own birth. Logan could clearly remember everything, as though he was actually there. Logan lay on the cold, hard pavement, exactly where Jimmy had died. I can sort through the rest of this later, but for now, I should probably do something about my current state. If Logan didn't do something to salvage the situation with his body, he might die again, for good this time. My powers, they're back to nothing. This body is so weak, but thankfully my soul strength is intact. Logan calmed his mind and concentrated on his surroundings. My powers don't work the same way on Earth, so I can't use the Emperor Void Perfection technique. Logan felt trapped. The only thing he could think of to help himself wouldn't work. Then, he had another idea. I know! There's something else I can use! The Heavenly Golden Body Physique! That move didn't require too much power. Logan prepared himself with a basic breathing technique, which was still difficult given the current state of his body. But he had to do it in order to survive. Logan concentrated hard and summoned energy into his body to stop the bleeding. I can currently channel the first stage of the Heavenly Golden Body Physique. With that level of strength, I can survive a minor wound like this. Logan had experience fighting legendary beasts, and he'd been injured before. A small wound like this was no big deal. Within a few minutes, Logan finally had enough strength to stand up. He still felt a bit disoriented, but he could walk now. As Logan walked, he organized more of Jimmy's memories. He observed Jimmy's last moments in the world and felt a cold rage. The person who ran over Jimmy was his ex-best friend, along with his ex-girlfriend of all people. They clearly saw it was him, and still left him for dead. They knew he was alive, but they didn't even call for help. Logan made a silent promise to Jimmy in his mind. I've inherited your body, Jimmy, but I've also inherited the memories from your soul. We're the same person now, and I will protect you. I always repay kindness 10-fold, and contempt 1,000-fold. I'll right all the wrongs that have been done to you, Jimmy. Your revenge shall come, and that is my word. Logan stopped in his tracks. Something felt missing, but he didn't know what. He looked around the ground and found a plastic bag a few feet away. It was the same bag Jimmy was holding on to when he died. Logan didn't notice it before, but for some reason, a voice in his mind cried out and told him not to leave it behind. Logan walked over to the plastic bag and picked it up, looking inside. In the bag, there was a box. The box contained a headpiece and a metallic card with some symbols inscribed on it, as well as the letters RML in the top left corner. Logan read aloud, Player ID card. A lot of things in this world were new and strange to Logan. He didn't know what anything in the bag meant, but he took it along with him and walked towards Jimmy's house. As he walked, he felt a rush of excitement. The excitement came from the depths of his soul, as though a small piece of Jimmy still remained. From Jimmy's memories, Logan understood that the bag contained a video game of some sort. He made another silent promise to Jimmy. A video game, huh? I'll play it. Since you've given me a body to live in, I'll accomplish your goal of becoming number one. Another memory tickled the back of Logan's mind. The memory of Jimmy's mother. Jimmy's soul was holding on tight because of his mother. Logan could tell that Jimmy loved her with all his heart. And so, he made another silent promise. Don't worry about your mother, Jimmy. As long as I'm in this world, no harm shall come to her. Logan smiled confidently as he walked. When he made a promise, he always kept it. Jimmy's soul seemed to loosen its grip with Logan's assurances, and now Logan felt integrated. Now, Logan was Jimmy. Logan arrived home and opened the door. He walked inside and kicked off his shoes. His footsteps were light as he made his way to his room. After a quick rinse, Logan drew a bath. His body felt relaxed. He closed his eyes and began to channel the heavenly golden body technique. His powers were still slow in this new world, but he was confident they would get stronger over time. After the bath, Logan headed to his room. He heard someone else walking around the house and peeked in the hallway. A door opened and a woman came out. The woman was middle-aged, with long black hair that reached down to her lower back. She had fair skin and a slender frame. She was delicate, Logan thought, almost fairy-like. That woman must be Jimmy's mother, Logan realized. Her name, Rachel, popped into his mind from Jimmy's memory. Even though this woman was not Logan's real mother, Jimmy's emotional memories about her were strong enough that Logan felt like she was. Rachel spotted Logan staring at her and smiled. "Jimmy, you're home!" She moved closer to him, and her smile faded, replaced with a frown. Her eyes filled with worry. She was staring at the wound on his forehead, which had now closed but not healed all the way. "Are you hurt, son? Did those gangsters do this to you?" Logan felt a stabbing pain in his heart, but he simply shook his head and smiled at Jimmy's mother. "No, don't worry, Mom. I just fell down because of the rain. It's slippery out there." Rachel brought a gentle hand up to his cheek. "I always worry about you." She walked towards the front door and grabbed her keys off the hook. "I have to head to work now, but I left dinner in the fridge. Try not to stay up too late, okay?" Logan nodded gratefully. "Thank you." Rachel paused with her hand on the doorknob and turned back to Logan. "Oh, and Jimmy, I really believe in you and your dreams. I just wanted you to know that." Logan smiled as she walked out. Logan felt warm and loved. Jimmy's mother was truly special, and that made him even more determined to accomplish Jimmy's goals. Logan was beginning to see Jimmy's goals as his own now. He would protect Jimmy's mother, and he would win that video game, no matter what. He made a mental note to himself. "The game servers go live in another 12 hours. I should meditate on my powers until then, and try to solidify my heavenly golden body technique." Logan went back to his room and sat on the bed to meditate. He didn't know much about this world he was going into, but he had always been excited about the unknown. He closed his eyes and set his intentions. "From now on, I am Jimmy, and my goals are simple. I must succeed in the realm of myths and legends, take care of my mother, and get revenge against those who have wronged me. I must become number one in everything I do." Logan's aura glowed around him, and his expression grew determined. And so began Logan's journey as a hero from another world to become the greatest gamer in the realm of myths and legends. 12 hours later, the spirit voice, an ethereal female voice, woke Logan from his sleep.
"The system is now live. Running scan. Identifying player ID. Please insert your character name."
Logan sat up excitedly and said his name out loud. Logan. The spirit voice spoke again.
Welcome, player Logan, to the realm of myths and legends.